Okay, awesome. Well, thank you guys all for joining me tonight. I had a lot of content and had to actually delete some slides. So I hope I saved the best for you guys. And thank you so much for choosing to spend your Thursday night with me. I know it's late for some of you, especially on the East Coast, but it's kind of when things start settling down at my household. So I need to work my business around my life, like I said on my video yesterday. Make sure that you work your business around your life and not your life around your business. Let's see. Kathy is asking if I can see her. I do not. Team Momentum, if you're on my team, I set most of you up as panelists. If you're just joining us from the Makeup Marketing group, then you're not on camera, so no worries. But let's get started, and I like to include a quote from the Beauty for a Purpose campaign. And this one says, "A woman is helpless only when her nail polish is drying." So I love that quote. So many times women can't feel like they can't be themselves and they can't be comfortable in their own skin, but we can accomplish just as much as anyone else. And for all the Avon men out there, you too can be successful. It's probably harder to be an Avon man than it is to be an Avon woman. So I give you guys lots of props. And I think we will continue to see more and more men join the business as we move to online, and definitely when we come out with this health and nutrition line, whatever that's going to be. I see a lot of men jumping on board for that. So I have a feeling it's coming in our future. This is a quote I put on my Facebook profile last night. "Be happy for other people's successes, and at the right time, God will bring your dreams to pass." So something that is so important to do, to learn in life, is to learn how to be happy for others. So many people out there are critical and judgmental and jealous, and it's just important to stay focused and be happy with yourself and be happy for others. We should all be celebrating one another. We are in this business together, and together we can make it great again. All right, so we have this amazing Rise Up program coming our way. But for the agenda tonight, we'll do some Team Momentum stats, briefly go over the Avon changes. If you want to see more detail about that, look up the leadership webinar that I did last week. Talking about the President's Program a little bit with some sales tips and tools, some of our featured campaigns coming up, online tips and tools, and then we'll talk a little bit about recruiting as well. I have decided, I was doing 3 webinars a month, and that third webinar was for new reps, but I have decided that I'm going to stick to the 2, one for leadership and one for sales and recruiting updates. So if you are a new representative, I definitely welcome you on the other 2 calls. And you can watch YouTube videos for those important steps as a new representative. In campaign 17, Team Momentum did really well. We made it so close to the 50,000 marker. We ended up as the #2 leader team in that campaign, and we moved up from 16 to 13. So we are going in the right direction. We always want to be improving and doing better than our own past performance. So give yourselves a pat on the back for that. Good job. And let's take a look at our stats a little closer. So our year-to-date unit sales are approaching 700,000. I'm looking for a goal of 1.3 million. It sounds huge, but I know we can do it. Our year-to-date unit sales increase is 305,300, which will turn out to be over 700,000 if we continue in the direction that we've been going so far. And I don't see things slowing down with fourth quarter coming upon us. All right, so I always like to include some pictures. I think it's important for my team to get to know me personally and to see how I incorporate Avon into my life. Here is Josh and Ava, my kids. Ava just got glasses about a week and a half ago and started kindergarten, and Josh is in fourth grade. So we have a lot of changes going on. My husband takes them in the morning, so he's grumbling a little bit about that. But I have a lot more free time on my hands to work on my business and keep things straightened up around the house. Here's some pictures from Rep Fest. We had an awesome time. I think it's really important in your Avon business that you make sure you're always having fun. You know, when we're working too hard and we're agitated and frustrated and irritable, maybe we're working too hard. Take a step back and remember what it's like to have fun again in your business, and the success will follow after that. You're probably wondering what this crazy picture is down here. I went and saw Bad Moms last night, and it was pretty funny. You know, it was a good comedy, but just a reminder that, you know, all this pressure is put on everyone to live such a perfect and ideal life, and nobody really lives that way. So I just liked it a lot. You know, Mila Kunis was saying, like me for me, this is who I am. I'm not a perfect mom. These are my imperfections, and take them or leave them. So as you grow in your business, don't worry if you're not exactly where you want to be, or you're not doing as well as your peers. We all have different journeys, and we all have to get there at different times. So the new onboarding program, they have made some changes as to the timing of the new rep programs. So someone that is signing up, that signed up in campaign 16, will do all 3 phases of the 40% program. If you're placing your first order between campaigns 17 and 21, you will play in the first 2 phases of the 40% program. And then those placing their first order in campaign 22 or later, they will be starting off in the Kickstart program. So I can hardly wait until that starts. I think we are all going to see a big bump in our paychecks, and I don't think any of us can complain about that. I took some pictures of the starter kits, and starting September 16th, there will be 3 different choices. And what I recommend to you is, if you are recruiting and you're building a team, that you play that to your advantage. So you say, sign up before the price increases on September 16th. Sign up for $15 only through September 15th. So use that deadline and that price increase to your advantage right now to try and get people to sign up. And then when we switch over to the option of having 3 different kits, then we talk about the advantages of those. So play the price increase to your advantage and try to get people to sign up now before it goes up to $25 at the minimum. There are onboarding webinars going on by Avon Corporate. They gave 5 or 6 dates. And I just was talking to them today because I was searching around on youravon.com. I did not see where they're listed anywhere. So we can post that again in Makeup Marketing Online. I really suggest everyone jumps on one of these calls to learn all the ins and outs of these new programs coming our way. because they are really financially rewarding. So the more you know, the more confidence you have. So jump on one of those calls and learn about all the changes going into place. I have picked September 8th as our Team Momentum leadership call, and September 22nd as a sales and recruiting call. So Team Momentum is, of course, welcome to join, and then all of you are welcome to join those as well. I will set those events up probably by tomorrow so that you can sign up for those in our follow-up email. Now, if you're on my team, you know I'm all about the recognition. I love to celebrate success, and we are seeing some really big numbers here for brand new representatives. Those numbers are awesome. Over $700 in sales in a campaign, and only being in your first 4 campaigns is amazing. So great job to all of you on that list. We have Rhonda, Veronica, Patty, James, Dawn, Marjorie, Consandra, Stacy, Brittany, and Amanda. Great job, you guys. So we have 2 ways to earn, 2 ways to sell with Avon. And where I really see the growth is online. I have big personal sales, I have the team sales, and then I have the online sales and the team that I have built mostly online. And the areas of my business that are growing are the online areas. So it is really important to start taking advantage of that and learn how to be successful in those different areas of your business. So as a leader, it's important for me to always be talking about the President's Recognition Program. It's something that once you're an Avon rep for quite a while, you kind of forget about, but it's really the strongest part of our sales program. When you reach President's Club, you earn 40% on almost all of your orders, all of your products. So how you can reach that is by getting the 10,000 in sales for the year. So there are huge benefits. It's kind of like a credit card rewards program. And for each level that you achieve, you earn more reward points. I just hit President's Council for 2016, and I had 10,000 President's points added to my account. So I was really excited to see that. The other benefit, of course, is the 40% discount, even when your orders aren't at a minimum amount. So that is the real benefit. That whole following year, you get the 40% unless it's a fixed earnings item. Okay, so it's always important to dream big. My husband just told me last night that I was a dreamer, and I will take that proudly because I am fortunate enough that he works the full-time job and has the steady income where I can continue to be the dreamer and hopefully make that come true for our family so that he can think about his dreams again. I know when you get wrapped up in your everyday life and you're working a job that you don't really want to be in or that's stressful, it's hard to have those dreams. So always believe in your dreams, visit them often, talk about your why, especially when you're signing up new representatives. Let them know about you and why you joined Avon and why you love it. And then you want to make those dreams into goals. You don't want them just to be these big dreams that never come true. So you can do that by writing it down, picking a deadline, coming up with action items of how you're going to get there. The first step is to believe that you can, and then it's figuring out how you're going to get there. So I believe in all of you. Always dream big, and take a look at your long and short-term goals. when I reach executive leader, I'm going to get a brand new car. I don't know if it's going to be brand new, but I'm going to get a newer car. I have a Grand Caravan. I let a pop explode in it, and my husband tried to clean the ceiling, and now it hangs down. So that is going to be my big reward when I move up to executive leader, is getting a newer car. So I hope you guys know your goals and your dreams, and that you are taking steps to achieve them. Let's see if my slide wants to switch here. Okay, so we have a lot of tools to help us be successful in our business. It's important to read through those What's New books. There's the store map. It's also been called the Fab Five. Now it's called What's Hot. So whatever they call it, there's still 5 like highlights of each book that you should know, so that if your customer asks you what's special about this book, you'll have something to talk to them about. There's a summer selling guide that's pretty much coming to an end, so I hope they'll come out with a holiday guide. I found this really helpful. And eventually I think it would be nice to buy them for my top sellers on my team, because that option was on there. So hopefully they will update that for the holidays. Campaign tools, there are different product launches, and there is really good information, sometimes charts and guides on how to sell these brand new products to your customers. As Avon representatives, we have access to a lot of information. Sometimes I think Avon forgets to point us in the right direction of where it is and when it gets there. So you kind of have to hunt around to find your information, but it's all there. There's a lot to it, so take the time to learn. Corporate, local, and virtual meetings. Try to be involved with Avon Corporate. If you have a question, if you can open up your chat window and ask me in there. I saw someone raise their hand. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. And then we have Avon Web TV and Avon USA representatives on Facebook. So follow them on the different social media sites, and make sure you watch those Web TV highlights. There's some really helpful information in there. All right, Sarah's apologizing for being late. No worries. I'm not taking attendance or anything. I do record these too, so if anyone has to hop off or wants to see it later, you can do that as well. So here's our What's Hot in Campaign 20. I do have on, only you can probably see, but I do have on the Wide Awake mascara, and I combined it with the Big and Multiplied. So the Wide Awake has a brush that helps to curl and make your lashes stand up instantly. And then the Big and Multiplied is good for volumizing and lengthening. So I like to combine those and get the most bang for my buck on my eyelashes there. And I think you'll find that people really like this mascara. We used to have one called Super Magnify, and it really did a good job of defining your lashes. And I think this one, it will be really good for that as well. So I think your customers will like it. Maybe you want to, I think I mentioned this before, do a turn in your old makeup, hand me over your old mascara, and I'll take $1 off your Wide Awake mascara. So of course you're not really going to do anything with their old mascara, but it's kind of a cute promo to get them to try a new one. And then I do know the Glimmer Sticks are on special as well, so that is a good add-on sale right there. The Glimmer Sticks are one of our best sellers. You could simply say, have you tried one of our retractable eyeliners before called Glimmer Sticks? I think a lot of people get confused because it's called Glimmer Sticks, so they think there's automatically glitter. And then we do have the diamond ones that do have glitter. So sometimes our customers just get a little confused by all the marketing, and we need to help straighten that out for them. So those glimmer sticks, the original ones, do not have glitter. The glimmer stick diamonds do. There is bubble bath on sale. People love their Avon bubble bath, and thank God they came back with soft pink, because people were asking for that for like years. We have a lot of good autumn candle scents coming out, and hopefully you all saw at Rep Fest how they had that that, I don't even know what to call it, the candle mixology, where you can mix different ones to come up with these really nice scents. So look forward to that. Everybody loves our deodorant. I don't know what it is, but man, people are like addicted to Avon deodorant. So make sure, maybe you want to have some of that on hand, because that would be something that people will add on to their order. And then we have a lot of hot fall fashion coming out. So if you like any of those looks, and you're going to buy yourself clothes anyways, why not try the Avon fashion? All right, let's take a look at campaign 21 coming up here. Yes, you can, now you guys are talking about the deodorant in the chat. People, seriously, it's like there's a higher amount of the active ingredient, so people like just are like hooked on it. We have people come into the store and buy like 10, 20 at a time. It's like, I can't get enough of this deodorant. So we have So Very Sophia coming out, and who doesn't love her, right? She's beautiful. The scent is really nice. It's floral, but it's got I think it has a little bit of spice to it. It's always nice to have a big fragrance launch at Christmas time. My suggestion to you is to buy a bottle, so your customers can see how pretty the bottle is. They can smell it. Instead of buying samples, bring the perfume bottle with you. I've even seen Deanna from our district. I know many of you probably know her. I've seen her like sit out at restaurants and set like the perfume out on her table and have little cardstock pieces so people can spray it, and you can write the name on it and your contact information. It's just a great way to get people to try the perfume without having to spend a lot of money on samples. You can buy cardstock at Walmart and cut it up into little strips so that you have little perfume blotters. It's just a cheaper way to have a lot of samples. Take a look for your 130th year specials in every book. A new clinical eye lift is on sale for $14.99, which is a really good price for that. So maybe you even want to stock up on a few extra to have on hand, so that when someone buys a day or a night cream, you can say, hey, have you tried our clinical eye lift before, excuse me. We sell, that's probably one of our most popular new items that we sell out of the store. People absolutely love it. You can, if you don't know much about it, it is dual part. So there's one for an under eye cream, and then there's a brow bone eye gel that you put over the top. So go on Avon.com, read about it, read the reviews. It's a great source for information if you haven't had the chance to try all of our products. That one's really highly rated, so I would suggest learning about it and promoting it at that low price. Style and comfort, we have some new shoes coming out, and then there's all these different inspirational bracelets and jewelry coming. I have the bracelet, I should know what it's called, but it says Love Life, and it's really cute. It's silver, it's got pink rhinestones, and it's got little charms inside it. So it's really cute. And I suggest you try the jewelry as well so people can compliment you and ask where you found it. Now, I did the same slide on our leadership call, but I thought it was helpful information for those of you who are looking to boost sales. So campaigns 22 to 26 are our biggest campaigns. I know it's a short time, so you want to make sure that you plan and you get the most out of it. If you invest in your business, this is the time to invest. It's when you're going to see the biggest return. So step up your efforts. Maybe if you mail out to 20 people, maybe you want to mail out to 40. If you try to do one blog post a week, try to do 2. You know, step it up and push yourself, because it's going to pay off in those ending campaigns. So buy more catalogs, commit to those catalogs, because once you spend money on those, you're going to want to make sure that you hand them out and get that return. So push yourself. I always say I'm my worst boss because I'm never satisfied. I always want to do better. So I put a lot of pressure on myself, but it brings a lot of great results. Stock up on fragrance samples. Try to, if you can, invest in some of those sets. A lot of times at Christmas time, we'll have flyers where it's like all bundles and gift sets, and you'll get these really nice 4-piece sets for like $12.99 or $15.99. People just love their Avon and they love getting a deal. So have those on hand. Try to dress them up with cellophane bags and bows. You can go to the dollar store. I remember finding wine glasses at the dollar store that had lipstick and lips all over them. So it fit perfect with, I think we put it with the Avon Luck perfume when that came out. So think of ideas on how to be creative, but to give your customers a unique value, a unique product that they can't find somewhere else. Maybe you want to offer free gift wrap. Tell men you'll help them shop for the women in their lives. You might really get big sales with that. We've had a couple guys come in and say, I need help with my teenage daughter, and they end up spending like $100. So guys are great customers at Christmas and holiday time. Host holiday open houses, set up at craft fairs. Have books on hand at all times. Have an Avon pin on. Grab an Avon bag. Show that you're with Avon, and people may approach you. Take advantage of the Avon credit limit. We talked about that before, that most years, I haven't heard any changes to this year. There is a holiday credit extension if you've been with Avon for a year and are President's Club. Maybe you want to do free gift with purchase. You notice online that a lot of times Avon will do 20% off if they spend $50. Well, you giving them that minimum price, they're going to try to hit that so they get the discount or they get the free item. So do creative ideas to get your customers to spend a little more. Let's see, I don't know how I'm doing on time here. Rob, what time is it? Okay, someone want to put in the chat box what time it is for me. I don't have my phone over by me. We have some top sellers. So I say, okay, 8:30, I'm good. Thank you, guys. Oh, and it's, oh, now I see it, okay. Who is the most awesome person today? These are our top sellers. Some of them you also saw on the new rep list. So way to go for making it as a new rep. And then our total team. So you are definitely rocking it. You need to share your tips with the rest of our team. Rhonda, Peter, Julie, Veronica, Betty, Patty, James, Brenda, Dawn, Isabel, Cheryl, Donna, Ellen, Lori, and Nita. Great job, you guys. Those are big numbers. You're doing awesome. You want to be right around 400 every campaign to make sure you're on target for President's Club. And if you're not at 400 per campaign, those sales do go up at Christmas time. So ask me if you're curious where you are as far as reaching President's Club this year. You want to try all that you can to get there, whether it's through fundraising or big online sales, whatever it is. When you get to President's Club, you are a happier representative because you are making better money. So we have the Avon Social Media Center. You guys can download it if you haven't already on your device, and you can also check it out in your web office. Most of us, I think, have played with it quite a bit. We have signed up for our text updates and had a false alarm I think that was this week or the end of last week, saying everyone's orders were due, but I think it went out to all of us. So I think they're working through the kinks of the text updates, and hopefully those will be coming soon. And if you do have any issues, Jessica Goon is in our Makeup Marketing Online group. She is at corporate and in charge of social media. So she's been really helpful with when we tag her with issues or technical problems. She's really working with us to try and iron out all those kinks. So join Makeup Marketing Online, tag Jessica Goon if you have specific questions or issues with the Social Media Center. All right, so these are some tips that, oh good, Sarah's saying she's having a great time with the Social Media Center. There's a lot of great content, and if you weren't with us before, you would know they only gave us like 5 posts for 2 weeks, and so this is a major improvement from where we were. So lots to share on there, and some really good content. So here's some tips that I took from the summer selling guide. Make sure that you personalize your e-store. One of the best tools that's in our e-store is the automated email program. Turn it on. People can unsubscribe if they don't like the amount of emails they're getting, but it is so easy to turn it on. Avon does the marketing for you. You upload your contacts into your web office, and they're automatically receiving specials to shop with you every day. So I don't see why you don't want that on. Social Media Center, we just talked about that. And the Skin Advisor on Avon.com. Make sure you go and explore as a customer. Know what the steps are to place an online order. Know how to tell someone how to put a coupon code in. Some of the best tricks and tips I found are by playing around myself as a customer. So if you haven't placed an order online, I suggest you do that so you know the experience that your customer has when you're recommending that they shop on your website. Another way to gain loyal customers is through that auto replenish a new skincare system. So your customers can sign up to get a new. They have it in Ultimate and Platinum and Reversalist, and they get a pretty decent sized discount for getting the whole set and having it set up to automatically deliver to them like every 2 or 3 months. They can pick their time frame. So get to know the information about that as well, so you can recommend it to your customers who are already doing that and might save a little bit of money by signing up for the auto replenish. Okay, so some other areas where you can find information to share. We don't just always want to go to the Social Media Center and share those posts and make it seem like we're a commercial. We want to be real, and we want to provide helpful information, and we want people to look at us as a source. They want to shop with us because we always give them a good deal, or we have really good beauty tips. What can we provide that gives them an extra value? So by following Avon on all these different social media sites, it gives you access to a lot more content than what is just created for us in the social media center. So Pinterest, Avon has some really good magazine features on there that a lot of times I don't see anywhere else. So they have been putting some of the magazine features in the social media center. But if you're looking for more content or something different, check them out on Pinterest. Look at their Instagram photos. Play around on social media and see where you get the most engagement. It's not just about post, you know, doing 10 posts in a row about buying from you. It's about trying different techniques and seeing what works, and building on your marketing routine. All right, so then Facebook.com Avon USA Reps is also on Facebook and YouTube. So YouTube is another source where you can share their videos and provide your link to your website. Yeah, and there's a lot of times cool celebrity endorsements and features. Brenda's saying here that the Miss Universe endorsed Clear Skin Professional. So that's awesome. I did not know that. I haven't seen that anywhere. I do know that when Dr. Oz featured a new clinical peel pads, we sold out of them like immediately, and everybody wanted them. So it's really helpful to find features and endorsements like that. I love it when I don't go through magazines very often, but when I do, when I have time and I see Avon featured on there, it's really cool. So keep your eye out for different unique information that you can provide that other reps may not know about. So when there's online offers, I like to share 6 different things. I used to say 5, but I guess I wasn't really including the image, so I changed it to 6. You want the image, you want the offer. So today it's free shipping on $25 online orders. You want to give them the coupon code. Today it is Ultimate, and they also get those samples for the new Ultimate Supreme. You want to include your website, so it makes it easy for them to click through and shop with you. The expiration, it gives them a sense of urgency. They want to buy it right away before they miss the deal. And hashtags. So 6 things. Remember those 6 things. Image, offer, coupon code, website, expiration, and hashtags. And that has worked really well for me. Tweak it if you want. But here are our online offers that are coming up. I am begging Avon Corporate to give us access to these sooner than they have been. I had to make my own pictures for this pineapple tote and power serum. I know I'll get it on the day of the offer, but I like to have it in advance, so I am working on getting those sooner. So keep up with your online offers so you can get the free products yourself if it's a rep offer, or you can give your customers something extra special. Best hashtags, I don't really know like which ones are the most effective because I'll use different combinations. If I am talking about joining the Avon business, a lot of times I will, you want to be pretty generic. You don't want to say like work at home with Avon, because there's not going to be people searching for that. Keep it short and generic. So you know, maybe work from home, work at home, direct selling, just keywords that kind of pop into your head when you're thinking about a post. So if you're talking about lipstick, you'd want to do lipstick, makeup, cosmetics, Beauty. Keep them real simple and generic, but tied to what you're talking about in the post. So I've shared this slide a few times, but I think it's really helpful because we have to be resourceful and find these codes. So where do we find them? Retail Me Not, your web office in the automated email program. Ebates, a lot of times will give a percentage of cash back. You do want to be careful with that. The more clicks your customer has to do, the more likely they may get torn away from your website. So I don't push Ebates too much because I think it's a lot of clicking to get to the shopping cart. But you can if it's a family or friend that you know will go through it and end it with you. YourAvon.com sometimes has it, and your e-store. So register as a customer. Also make sure you have that widget where people can sign up for your e-newsletter. I have signed up there, and I've registered as a customer so that I get the emails every day of what my customers are getting. Where to share, I like to create a blog post. Now that I'm really getting into leadership, I try to make sure that I have posted these images on Facebook for my team to use. I email out to anyone who's had a direct delivery order in the past 2 or 3 campaigns. I like to supply them with images and codes that they can use to be more successful online. Okay, so here is my little collection of coupon codes. And no worries about having to rush and write all this information down. I will take a screenshot and post it in the event or on Makeup Marketing Online so that you can have those for your customers. Retail Me Not is the place where I find the majority of them, and things will show up there that I never see anywhere else, so I'm not really sure where they come from. But you can always test the codes yourself. So add, say, $50 worth of items to your e-store cart, put the code in. It will either tell you it's invalid or that it has taken the discount off. All right, so I'm all about online. So of course I have to celebrate my online sellers. So congratulations to Anna and Elias. I hope I pronounced your name right. Cassandra, Heather, Robin, Cheryl, Kristen, Katie, Nita, and Heather. Way to go. Those are only online sales for campaign 17. When I did that report of people who had had online sales in campaign 17, I had 66 team members. Only 4 did not. I wrote that wrong on there. I was just making sure I was reading that right. Only 4 did not have the automated email program turned on. So that says 62 have auto email on. So I would say that's very good proof that it works. Turn your auto email program on. It's under Web Office. It's under Personalization Tool. You can select campaign emails and promotional emails, and that is my advice to you on that. You can start with just one if you think it's going to be too many. But I like having both on. So if you're newer to Avon, we all have the opportunity, and soon it's going to be the only opportunity that we have for signing people up. They are getting rid of the paper contracts. So all appointments will be going through the online appointment process. You are automatically ready to sign someone up when you become an Avon rep. So you can send them to startavon.com. Your reference code is the end of your username. And if I can move this little box here, you can see it in your web office, over on the right, it says your website address is, and it tells you in case you didn't write it down when you set it up or you don't know it for some reason. So someone would go to startavon.com and use my reference code Seagren. That would sign them up on my team. I like how those of you who knew Margaret, she always would say that she is transparent. I really liked that because I am all about being very open and honest with people. I'm not going to promise you that being an Avon rep and making good money is easy. It's not easy. It takes work and time and commitment. But I want to be open and honest with you as well to see how far you can come when you put in the time and the effort and the work. So this is my leadership check. In 1 year's time difference, our team sales last year were $13,173. They went up all the way to $42,880. So when I was not making good money in leadership or with my Avon business, it was people like Lisa Wilbur that shared her check and those inspirational messages to us that kept me going. So I hope that that helps you guys. So you can earn through leadership, you can earn through your online sales, you can earn through your personal sales. And then I have my makeup marketing training kits that I sell as well. So you see that I have built up 4 streams of income. So I have built a solid foundation to keep increasing my business and investing back in it. I have been doing some of these more simple recruiting steps. I know when I make training materials, sometimes I go overboard and it's too much information and people get overwhelmed. So I'm trying to post on our Facebook group one simple image you can use and tell you exactly what to do if you want to try and do recruiting online. I think online recruiting is a great way for people to get introduced to it because it's not very confrontational. People only click on it if they want to learn more. So I think it's a gentle way to recruit. So those of you that are a little bit nervous or not sure about recruiting, this is a good way to get started. I've been clipping some of these images that I've seen as advertisements on the web from Avon Corporate because I think they're really helpful and it's straight and to the point. I'm not sure what my husband is doing over there. And it has a call to action so they can sign up. I also did a video how I figured out that these images, instead of posting a link, what are you doing? Instead of posting a link, if you post an image and you have the link in your description, Facebook will show it to a lot more people. So go back and watch my video that I made yesterday about my Facebook trick. I went from having 20 to 50 people seeing it to like 700 to 900. So it was a big discovery for me. Online recruiting techniques besides just social media, do recruiting blog posts, analyze your results and repeat your successful activities. I know stats are really boring, but they tell you really good information, so make sure you pay attention to those. Be enthusiastic and positive about Avon. Look for hosts to have Facebook parties. Take the idea of a home party and create it as a Facebook event. People are probably going to be much more likely to offer to host a Facebook party than they are to invite a bunch of people to their house and make their friends feel like they have to buy from them. So an online party can be fun and interactive and a chance for you to gain a lot of new customers. Create recruiting videos. Like you've heard me talk before about writing recruiting blog posts. You can create 100 different recruiting videos because people are going to be searching for information about Avon in different ways. So you want to pop up for different topics, not just sell Avon. Those are probably the hardest keywords to get accomplished on. So you want to say it in different ways. You want to do it through different communication forms. So you want to do it on blog posts and videos and social media posts. Donna is asking how to make a video. You can use Zoom if you want to do something like this with a screen capture, or you can just videotape yourself with your camera phone or your iPad. Just start doing it, and don't put so much thought and worry into it, and just be natural in yourself. And yes, I know a lot of people are afraid of videos, and I was too. I got over the fact that I care that some people are not going to like me. I am who I am, and if they don't like me, then that's their problem. So once you get over that fear of people not accepting you, you can be yourself, and you can, most people are pretty friendly, and they're going to give you positive reviews. So my advice to you is just keep pushing that comfort zone that you have and doing things outside of it, and you will grow. Another tip here, which is really important, is to, when you're online, you always want to be able to connect with that person at a different time. And I shouldn't just say online, because you want to be able to do that with your face-to-face customers as well. So are you collecting their email address? Are you getting their address? So if you want to do a catalog mailing, you can send it to them. Collect their contact information so that you can continue marketing to them, so that when they're ready for Avon, they come to you. Okay, so here we have the Social Media Center. Again, it's a really good place for you to start if you have never put out a recruiting post. If you're not sure what to say, you're not sure what to do, you're not really sure how it goes, go to your Social Media Center. It's very simple. You click share. Avon has words in there for you. They have hashtags in there for you. So if you just want to click and go, you can. You don't have to be creative with the Social Media Center. Avon has done the legwork for us. You can go to your Social Media Center. You see this little drop-down menu here, and you can sort them by become a rep. You can share it to social media. If you access it from your phone, you can send it as a text message. I always say that when I put it on paper, so I like to always hand over a book with information on my website, how to sign up with me, and how to buy from me. So with paper instructions, I tell them to go to startavon.com and to enter my reference code. I do recommend that you put the link in there for them if you're doing it online to eliminate any errors. Right now, the kit is $15. It ships 5 to 7 business days from Avon. That is changing. The minimum will be $25 come September 16th, but the delivery will still be the same. It will come directly from Avon and go straight to your new rep. All right, so speaking of signing up new reps, I am so excited for Team Momentum. We just are seeing a lot of growth, and it's just very exciting for me to see people on my team succeeding. It makes me happy and makes me enjoy my job even more. So great job to Leslie, Cheryl, Tracy, Leticia, and Trisha. And then Kim Karpowitz, too, is on the top 5 for total reps. We have had a lot of appointments in August and a lot of new promoters. So all of you who have not started a team yet, you can see that people are out there wanting to sign up. All you have to do is share the opportunity. Cheryl is on fire, so if you guys have any questions about following up with leads or what's working, ask Cheryl. She is signing up people like crazy. So great job, Team Momentum. Avon incentives coming to a close are the Journey to Gold and Ignite Your Avon Torch. One of my pieces of advice to you is if you're just starting in on recruiting or online sales is to go after these incentives. They'll drive you to have short-term success, and then you'll start seeing the rewards and want that long-term success. So use those recruiting incentives to drive you. A lot of people, my most common question from leaders is probably, how do I motivate team members who are not motivated? Well, I don't work on that. I work with the people who are already motivated, and I keep recruiting because it's not my job to make sure that they're making the most of their business. Those that are working their business and want to be successful, I work one-on-one with them. I try to help everyone, but they have to meet me halfway. So Journey to Gold, we do have some big bonus winners here. Our team total, we brought in almost $9,000 in bonus money for the Journey to Gold. You see Cheryl almost made it to $2,000. Kim, Leslie, Leticia, and Tracy. There was good money in the Journey to Gold, but we are excited to move on to all aboard because we have even more money coming our way with that. So 111 is how many appointments Team Momentum has had in August. So if we're looking at our Journey to Gold, where we could earn $65 on each of those people, in a perfect world where they all achieved that, that would be about $7,000. With all aboard, we can earn $355 per new recruit. So that is $36,000 in 1 month. 1 month. So I like to do these crazy numbers that are never going to happen, but just to see the potential of how much money Avon is putting out there for us to build our teams in fourth quarter. So here we have, it's raining money. So I hope that happens for all of us in the next couple of months. The Ignite Your Avon Torch Achievers, Kim, Cheryl, Tracy, and Leslie. I checked that report again today. It's still to be determined, but I'm pretty sure you guys will stay in the top 400. So great job. You have a blender coming your way. Okay, so I like to go over the new content that I have come out with. I'm always happy to try and do new videos and new topics and blog posts. So let me know what you want to learn about. I know Avon loves their Facebook, so I will try to do more Facebook videos. But really the blogging is where it has paid off for me the most. So I encourage you to create a blog. Team members on Team Momentum, you do have free access to my makeup marketing training. If you haven't been set up with that yet, let me know. To everyone else, it is available for sale. New Avon reps, I have an article to answer some of your basic questions, frequently asked questions. I also have 2 videos. One of them is soon to be really out of date because all the programs are changing. So it is a difficult time when we're transitioning into these new incentives and programs. So just bear with us and we'll get through it together. I have a video on how to place your first Avon order. That Facebook trick I was telling you about that's helping me reach a lot more of my audience. Be sure to watch that video if you want to reach more of your Facebook fans. During National Recruiting Week, I made 2 simple to follow recruiting videos on how to use the social media center and then Buffer to do recruiting online. And then if you want to learn more about the changes that are going into place with Avon and how you can make really good money with leadership, then go back on YouTube and watch last week's video with the leadership update. So it's 9:02. I'm surprised I made it that close. I do have, most of you are already familiar with all these Facebook groups. I will stay on for question and answer. Again, if you're in Makeup Marketing Online, I did post this as a PDF file, so you can print it all out and have it at your fingertips. Anyone have any questions that they want to ask? Type it in the chat box, please. Well, all right. Let's see. The Daily Care Collection. All right. Oh, and I found some questions. Okay, Sarah has a question about daily care. What would you like to ask, Sarah? Isn't close enough to deliver. I have asked Avon if they could make that daily care collection available online. As far as I know, it is not at this point, so you would have to buy it and then ship it to the customer yourself. At this point, I don't know. Hopefully they're going to make that so it's available online as well, but it is not right now. For Facebook, do I pay to boost? I do not. The only thing I do pay for on Facebook is to advertise my DVDs. I'm sure you guys have seen them. For makeup marketing, I advertise for that. I do not advertise on Facebook for sales or recruiting. Cheryl, now she's back from vacation. We're going to have a call. She wants to talk to me about managing her leads, but I think she's already doing a really good job, so I don't know what she's going to ask. But yes, we will make a call, Cheryl. Sarah, how do I get the pet? So you would have to order the daily care collection yourself and ship it to her yourself. Unfortunately, as far as I know, there is not a way to order it from the e-store. I haven't heard anything changing about the daily care collection, so I do believe it's still going to be part of the program going forward. I do have some questions here. I finally figured out where my Q&A was. Where can we find directions to add magalogs to our blogs and our personal websites? I do post an article every campaign on makeupmarketers.com that tells you directions about, oh, you want it on your blog. I don't have a video for that right now, but maybe that would be a good video to create on how to add the books to your website or your blog. Can one customer use take 20 off and welcome coupon code? No, you are only allowed one coupon code per visit. Yeah, they can only use one promo code at a time. Oh, but maybe you're asking about separate times. I know welcome they can use once, and thank you 20 they can also use once. So it would have to be separate shopping trips, but they can use each of those one time a piece. How will I know that a new rep has signed up? You get this fun email that says self-appointment, and it says you have a successful self-appointment. I love seeing those emails. How much is the training? I have 12 DVDs. The whole set together is $95 plus shipping. And I am doing free shipping right now. If you want to start one set at a time, the first set is $40. Will we want to go back through old recruiting posts to change up the sign-up cost? I don't want to answer that because it's a nightmare for me. But yes, I would go back through my blog posts and make sure that you have accurate, up-to-date information. So the Magalogs, uploading the Magalog would be the same as uploading the image of the brochure. I don't know how to lead them to just the Magalog on your e-store. I know how to lead them to the static brochure that's hosted on a different website, but it doesn't make it so that they shop with you, if that makes any sense. Is there a way to change your upline? Unfortunately, at this point, there is not. I wish there was, because a lot of people have asked me that. That would be wonderful. Not at this point, but you are welcome to take advantage of all of my material, my training, my calls, etc. Do you email a direct delivery customer right after they place an order? I do not contact my online shoppers until 2 months after they have made their purchase. I send them a catalog in the mail. I don't know that all customers would like that. I think some online customers shop online because they don't want to be bothered by someone. Definitely provide awesome customer service so that if they have questions for you or they contact you, you could slip in a coupon code for them there. In my experience, I do not usually do activities that are following up one-on-one with my customers. I'll do it in groups. So when I do that catalog mailing, I send it to everyone who had an online order with me 2 months prior. And they'll get the book for 2 campaigns. So if they place another order, they'll get the books again in another 2 months. So that's kind of my system for thanking them, is they get the book in the mail. I spend money to send it to them. I put a coupon code on there and I say thank you for being my customer. So I like it because I'm thanking them, but I'm also hoping that they shop with me again. Creating a blog, you can do it. I suggest WordPress or Blogger. If you don't want to pay anything, I would suggest Blogger. There is a free version of WordPress, but it is so limited that I don't think it's very helpful as an Avon rep unless you want to host it and pay for it monthly. There are courses on Avon University. It's called an Alma playlist. You do have to watch those videos in order to be eligible for Alma leads. You also have to be a star promoter or higher to have leads delegated to you. I'm probably getting in too deep of leadership talk for some people. But yes, there are videos on Avon University about leadership. So again, the websites that I suggest is Blogger. If you want to do a free blog, and WordPress is customizable if you're pretty comfortable with technology and want it customized. Would you recommend announcing that the starter price is going to change soon? Yes, Sarah, I think I probably covered that, but before you joined, but I said that I would definitely use that to your advantage to say, sign up now before prices go up September 16th. So I would definitely play to that up until September 16th, and then come September 16th, I'd say how great the new starter kits were. Do I mail out samples? I do not mail out samples. We used to put samples in everyone's bag. I don't always do that. I serve a lot of customers every day, so it gets pricey. So if you are building your customer base and can afford to pass out samples, I would ask them first, are there any products you want to try or something you're curious about? Because you don't want to just spend money on samples if they're allergic to perfume or if their skin can't handle our skincare. So you want to make sure that you're using your money effectively and that you're making your customers happy too. Who do I go to corporate webinar? So in our Q3 hub on youravon.com, that is where I have found current events. I did look on there today and I didn't see the onboarding webinars. So Brian, I will post those links in Makeup Marketing again so that you can join from there. I believe it was also possibly in the Avon Insider for this week. I use Campaign Mailer. You guys use my name if you sign up for the test. I'm trying to win a prize for having the most referrals. So Campaign Mailer, there used to be 2 companies, now there's 1. I think it's well worth the money, and I have found that it has helped my online sales a lot. I also mail it to my store customers. So I use it quite a bit and recommend it very much so. Do I advertise with signs? I'm a little bit different than a traditional rep because like when I go on vacation, I like to not work. You know, a lot of people like to work it into their vacation where they hand out brochures and leave, you know, their cards everywhere. But I prefer to keep my personal life personal at this point. So I am happy with the amount of customers I have. I'm recruiting a lot of people. So I don't have signs on my car, but if I was still trying to establish more customers and get more team members locally, I would definitely recommend it. Okay. Now I got you guys talking. I'll go for about 5 more minutes, and then if you want to ask questions in Makeup Marketing, we can do that too. Where would we start if we want to recruit? I would not worry about all the leadership levels and the requirements and blah, blah, blah. I would work on getting people excited about joining you, learning more about Avon. So make it more of a fun thing. Let's do Avon together and figure it out, and not worry about all the leadership requirements, and just start sharing the opportunity, and you'll figure out whether you like it or not once you start doing leadership. Do team members have to be in my area if I want to recruit? Absolutely not. I have team members all over the place. Last time I checked, we were in 43 states. So the drawback of that is I don't get that one-on-one time with them, but I get to communicate through YouTube and Zoom and Facebook. So I found alternate ways to bond with my team. Let's see, what do you do if a product gives person a reaction? I would give them a refund and do a return if they had some sort of reaction to a product. Let's see. All right, I think I'm caught up. So thank you guys so much for joining. Hopefully my recording didn't go too long because I don't know if there's a limit on that on on YouTube. But thank you guys so much. I will send out a follow-up email with the recording playback, and be sure to ask any other questions you have on makeup marketing online. And you guys have a great Friday and weekend. Bye.